Alright, we can look at this.
I think this is just warm up. Oh no, it's not. I
No,
didn't.
this is
Where did I
actually
put that? Yeah.
I like how you play this first little sequence here. In Down Tilt, I think that is pretty bad. Cause like, what's the one thing Pedlar does? That she
CC
spams the neutral.
a lot.
Exactly. So
Mm,
you never want to be putting stuff out that is like TC grabbable. And down tilt, because Falcon's so fast, even tipper down tilt can sometimes get CC grabbed if you're late on the dash back. So it's really annoying to try and CC to try and down tilt Falcon because he's so fast, which means it's hard to hit the tipper. And because that even if you do hit the tipper, you have a chance of still getting caught at such low percent. So you never want to
ye
be really aggressively down tilting into Pedlar at like low percents. You can like
oh,
defensively down tilt or down tilt in place, maybe, but like aggressive down tilt like this are really like commonly caught
the-
by dashing.
yeah. Uh,
There's not really a matchup where like running down tilt is good besides the Marteo, and even the Marteo is kind of weird. Oh, actually no,
mm,
Fox as well. It's kind of good, but like Sheik and all
yeah.
the CC characters destroy you for it. Oh well,
Yeah.
especially that.
I that's the something with Sheik.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, yeah, that makes sense what you're saying, and then I'm like, what do you do? Like, okay, Cat and Falcon is not really a problem because I feel like Cat and Falcon doesn't do like grounded approaches. Like,
Falcon
but
doesn't, Petar does.
ah, mm,
Like, although she
maybe.
does use a lot of aerials, like she does mainly abuse her grounded TC as her like win conditioner neutral.
Yeah, okay. It's grounded CC though. It's not like run and grab or like overshoot like fucking
She do run and
down
grab
tilt
occasionally,
or
but
some
yeah,
bullshit.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, right. But with Sheik, what you want to do is you don't really want to play aggressive into Sheik. Yeah, like say for example, the Sheik is here. You want to your down tilts should generally be retreating down tilts or down tilts in place. So say for example, Sheik's here, you're here. You can see my cursor on the screen, right?
Yeah.
So you can run into center, way dash in place in center, and then get razor down tilt. If you think she's gonna come in, you can preemptively down tilt to catch the dash attack or whatever, and it'll likely tip her. Um, or if you think she's gonna wait a little bit, you can just stay in center dash dance, jump in place, come down with an aerial. But generally, you just go in and you take center. Um, there's the times where you can do this, like, and you guess wrong, and the cheek um doesn't run in exactly when you think they are, and then they boost grab you for the down tilt, but that's just them getting good timing read on you.
Mm,
But you can do that kind of down tilt, and you can also do like either run in, away dash back down tilt. That's really good at catching Sheiks who just love to spam dash attack and boost grab. Or you
uh-huh.
can just like, if you're like in corner, you can just like if they're holding center, just again if you expect run in boost grab or dash attack, you again away dash back or something down tilt. Another down tilt that's quite nice that I like that Nicholas taught me I've called it. Say, for example, that she is like just standing outside down tilt range, you're on the edge. You can do a very slight walk forward into down tilt to try and poke them. This can sometimes get you caught by other stuff, but it's a nice little thing to throw in there as well. But generally, way dash forward down tilt is like it's really risky against Sheik. You can do it, but if you're gonna do it, I preferred like doing it at as a higher percent or the higher to mid percent because then it becomes harder for her to try and CC punish you for it, and
Mm,
some of the hits become a lot weirder for her to CC.
yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
against Falcon, you may want to be aggressive a bit. But after
Yeah.
that, I like how you play this all. Like this is exactly what I want to be seeing.
And then I just missed the CC on that. What did I do? I got up too early, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I crouched and just, I don't know, didn't CC it right.
But that's entirely fine because I don't really care about it. The punishes things you can always work on. Like you can always be like,
Yeah.
oh, I just practice a little bit, do this, that. But this here, the nair in place into the dash under, again aerial in place, st using a nair against CC because you know she's just gonna spam CC after that grab, and then
Mm,
starting to take chase from it. That is all really really good. You
mm,
played your Rangers against Falcon very very good there, and cut Peller off from exactly what she wants to do, which is
mm.
either overshoot with aerial and catch you with something, or get a CC punish. Um, against this Nair, um, or Nair from down throw, there's two ways to deal with it. There's you can do that DIL. I think that can speak up by stuff, but the harder but better version is you can SDI the Nair, so they only
Yeah,
get a single hit.
that's what
Uh,
Pedlar was to do. Uh, yeah.
what Falcon
Pedlar,
can. Oh, sorry, you first.
no, you go.
I believe Falcon can adapt to it by doing full hop Nair, but then you can SDI down or just DI down away and get away from it. I think. Um, Sometimes I think that you can SDI it as well and still get caught by something after, but generally the SDI is very good to escape the Nair. But also you can just pull down away if you want here.
Mm,
Um, I, I
I
what
don't
was
know what
that?
that was.
Like the way that it's more so
I'll tell you what it might be.
you're
Is
trying
I
it
was
down
probably
there to get the stall right.
no, I was probably thinking because you know how I don't know about you, but against me, Pedlar always does the neutral does a wave dash CC. That's really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I was
Um.
maybe trying to down air that. I was kind of I don't know. It was a bit of an awkward position.
Um. The main thing I don't I like I get the 3 now and I don't mind it too much. The main thing I don't like is your back is turned. Moth
Yeah,
never wants his back to the opponent, ever. Unless he's dashing away, he never wants it back. And even when he's dashing away, he ideally would want to be facing forward because his back hitboxes are really bad on CC and are generally pretty weak.
yeah,
So,
that's what I mean by it being a weird like awkward position. I don't
yeah.
know if I just misinputted or
I
because
mean,
I'm not sure why I do that.
you do like three-way dashes back, so I'm not entirely sure. If you just like
Uh,
do jump here, like that's also fine. But
mm,
I think against Falcon, you don't really want to jump here because especially Pedlar, like she loves a hack dash. So if you
uh,
jump here, you get hack dash baited into either a nair from ledge, or they do the hack dash double jump nair come down on you and stuff like that. Or they can just like way dash on and try and do, as you said, CC grab. Like jump here is just generally pretty awkward to deal with. So you either
uh-huh.
want to just poke with down tilt, and then if they do like the hack dash, a dash back or try and intercept it, or just yeah, I think just sitting like in this range here in like this roll distance and just sitting there with down tilt, and if they do way dash on, you go for grab or you dash back, depending on what
Mm,
you're reading. I think Falcon can ledge dash grab invincibly. I could be wrong. If they can,
yeah,
then you probably want to just dash back if you see Falcon going for an invincible ledge dash.
Falcon can definitely do it.
Yeah, which fellow just hit.
Uh, what was that? I suck at DI so bad. I was holding in on that, wasn't I?
Um, that means some. Um, I mean, the problem is like you're kind of fucked either way here. It's just like nitpicking if anything. Like you should be near pretty much from need from wherever you get DI here off up throw pretty much. It's just a mix up between
Mm,
DIing up to hit up like top right and top left, or well down and away to like here and up and in to like here. But generally they can't pretty much can't run it every time. it's just nitpicking, but like the DI on the knee was bad, but you're probably dead either way, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Mm,
Uh, mm,
that was weird.
yeah. I
Ah, why did that whiff? Did you just get, did I just, she just
oh
went under it?
this is something that I talked about Pedal a bit afterwards, but I noticed that every time she does CC grab, she dashes the same distance every time. So
Okay.
like when you end up in really awkward ranges where you're right in front of her, she'll dash through you and miss and with the grab because she's not doing grab in place really much. She's just doing dash. She's doing CC into dash JC grab, which means if you
Uh,
land basically inside her, she'll just whiff right through you. But
right.
you can abuse it. It's a specific penalty thing you can abuse, but I wouldn't. It's not like the best way to try and learn the matchup. But if you want to beat Pedros swiftly, you can absolutely just start abusing this as a quick,
Is this
like,
what,
easy way.
right, is that what you was trying to tell me and I didn't really get it?
Yeah, I think so. I think this was
Right,
the
okay.
stuff I was talking about. I got
Uh-huh.
away with so many like really weak fares right in front of her, where she would just pass through me, where they're completely unsafe on CC.
Right, okay.
There's tons of
Sure.
stuff like that. This is uh, like if you're good at playing the player, you don't necessarily need to be have good tactical or anything because you could do shit like this to a lot of people. And
Uh-huh.
like Penlar's entire neutral revolves around TC, so if you invalidate it by doing stuff like that, then she's fucked. Like you could just
Mm,
like do that and then start spamming S smash it, you'd probably win if you could just abuse like little habits like that really well. This positioning I liked a lot better. That is
I just like went over
disgusting.
it.
It's absolutely how do you
Uh,
get like
I could maybe fast fall earlier or
yeah.
something. I don't know what
You
happened
you could
there.
have done the fast fall there, but also I think actually no, you wouldn't have got you if you were late on that smash you could have got CC grabbed, but you would have had to drift back with me as well. But I like the positioning, I like the nair. That was really unlucky that I missed, and that grab is completely bullshit. You should also like this loop. I should know it. Yeah, this behind way you did is the right move.
Ugh.
Uh, that second Dano was completely optimistic as fuck. Uh,
Uh, should I have like down tilt? Should you, I just not F smash and up B and just down tilt instead?
yes, and it depends on where the Falcon is. Generally, like if you're hitting the
When
Falcon,
they can tech it, like when they can
yeah,
tech it.
that's one thing. If they can tech it, you should be going for down tilt. Um, I can't. I think you can double down tilt. I think sometimes it's awkward where Falcon grabs you first. I'm not exactly entirely sure. I think
Mm,
I think you can down tilt and then wait S smash sometimes, or just down tilt, wait down tilt because I think Falcon's up B is like Ganon's where when it starts out it has a bigger grab hitbox, and then when the move's been out for a tiny bit, the grab hitbox gets smaller, so you don't get hooked. But if you do tip it down tilt, I'm pretty sure you don't get hooked if you just start spamming it at
yeah.
ledge. But yeah, down tilt will be better because you can double poke and just kill her straight off, and you don't have to worry about tech. And
Hmm.
if you if you're worried about getting grabbed by the up B, you can just down tilt and then dash away or something and then jump fair. That can also work. To try and hit. I try and make sure you get the kill. But yeah, the S smash against Falcon attack is just like really brutal. Unless you catch them before they get to ledge, the S smash is just usually
Oh,
bad.
yeah. I'm looking at the up B hitbox now.
Yeah, it's huge. Ganon's is far
Well,
worse.
it's like huge for one frame,
Yeah,
and then it's like normal sized, and then eventually like his hand goes way, way above the hitbox, so it's really easy to hit him without getting grabbed.
yeah. Look at
Uh,
Ganon's. Look how ridiculous
Okay.
Ganon's is. And that thing is bigger than Falcon's, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know it was bigger, to be honest. I mean, how often do you play again?
I
Oh,
I played Ica a decent amount, enough to know that that thing is bullshit.
honestly, it looks about the same.
Really, I haven't
I'm
actually
not
looked at the
sure.
hitboxes, but I know that Ganon feels a lot bigger. I could
I
be
think
wrong.
it's just a scary. It's just scary. I don't know.
Um,
It looks about the same to me. I don't know.
mm,
We're getting sidetracked.
yeah, anyway, uh,
That was a bad footer.
yeah,
Even
they're
though it
like,
didn't get punished, that was like just the worst forward air to get CC'd on, which I just
uh,
didn't get
I
CC'd on it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think you get CC'd here. Even on weak fair, I think you might be able to percent to get CC'd. But if you are, the worst part about this is it's by a ledge, so Pedlar gets to have a much easier CC. But but like I don't mind the fair too much, but I think Rising is just remember we need to ban Rising
Mm.
because like Falling Fair would have caught this way a lot more because if they just waited in the CC like this. But yeah, uh, either do Falling Fair or do the exact same nair you did before. The same nair would have worked quite well here. That nair's good.
Mm,
That's just something really good to get against Falcons and Pedlar is on these other sets like that, nair destroys them.
why did I get punished for it though? What? I just
This one, you didn't fast fall.
maybe that's something to work on because I didn't fast forward the other ones either.
Yeah, fast fall nair is makes nair 5 times better, but it's also really awkward on shield especially because the timing changes. Because when you hit
Yeah,
someone, because it adds the extra bit of lag on, you have to change your fast fall timing. So sometimes, although you do lose drift back a little bit, what can make it easy if you just start spamming down on the stick to try and get a
yeah,
fast fall as early as possible. It's not it's not the best method to do it, but it's the easiest one. And I think you probably you'd get grabbed here, but you wouldn't get it. I don't think. I don't like the up tilt here, but it worked
yeah.
because up tilt takes so long to come out that it's only really good as like an aggressive option or like a very defensive option to read.
No, that was the worst up in my life.
Wait, Weezer.
It's
I know I respect it, if anything. I respect it. It's the stupidest option to go for.
so awful. The worst part is how perfect the punish like kills me.
And like it's so easy to punish. What does Falcon do? Up air, weak knee. Um, this is something you need to keep in mind a lot is that unlike most characters, Falcon is really good to grab at high percent. This is death right
Uh,
here.
really? Okay.
But
What you just
there's
forward throw an edge guard?
no it what if they're gonna land on stage. Do you know what the Cadoran tech chase is?
You just F smash like everything except roll in, right?
No, not exactly. So
Everything except tech in place. Oh,
it's
fucking
roll
no.
away. So basically,
Oh,
you F throw Falcon if they and they're most likely gonna DIL or they're gonna land at like a position that's basically in tip rest smash range. Sometimes you have to walk a little bit more forward, so you're gonna have to practice on your own a little bit. But you F throw Falcon, walk a little bit forward sometimes. Sometimes you don't need to till you're on tipper range on tech in place and miss tech, and then you F smash and it catches rolling as well because the Falcon loses invincibility. Um,
so you're walking backwards
no,
or
no,
you're
so
walking
you're
forwards?
walking forwards to them.
So you forward so you forward throw
Yeah, and they
and
land
then
in the one in like let's say they tech in place, and then depending on their DI, you walk forwards. Sometimes you don't. And then you F smash and it'll catch roll in and it'll catch tech in place and miss tech if you do it at like a certain timing. That covers
but
all
if
three of them.
right.
You just lose the roll away. But if they have the whole stage, they can't punish you. If you do like If you grab an F throw here and they roll only this tiny distance because they're stuck on the ledge, you will get punished. But if you have the whole stage, you won't get punished and they just straight up die.
Um,
But
right.
yeah, I will write it down for you to have a look at. I think I made a video about it, so I will try and link you it. Um, but also, besides from the Ghidorah tech chase, if you grab an F throw peddler here, if she DIs in, you get F smash or down tilt. If she tries to DI away, you might be able to get away dash down tilt or run off fair also works. You can also, I think, try up throw and try and maybe nair or fair or neutral or even neutral bay. But generally, just go for the F throw here. Uh,
Okay.
F throw run off fair is really good against Falcon at like mid to high percents because Falcon will just miss ledge or like will be thrown up too far for ledge and then we'll have to drop down or I'll have to immediately up B or drop down up B and both of them get caught by weak fair and then you get to up B back earlier than them and then like back air them and edge guard them. But
Okay.
Pelar here and dude, quite a few Falcons will just hold in because they're scared and they get down tilted or S smashed very easily.
Hmm.
So you want to try and abuse grab against Falcon at higher percents. Grab is really, really, it's very execution testy at the mid percents, and the low percents with attack chase and stuff like that. But in general, it's really good, against
Okay.
Falcon. Okay, that was, I kind of hate all the sequence, but you made it work. We'll take it.
Uh,
You just like, you need to stop
just
contesting ledge. Like,
okay.
you have to give up at ledge. Especially because especially the better you get, the better player ledge dashes will get to a point where you're just like you have to give up ledge because you're going to be in disadvantage. So you have to just hold
Mm,
this like position here and then react to what they do afterwards or read or whatever. And in
okay.
Pedlar, it just practices ledge dashes, so you're not going to catch them on fucking up a ledge dash. Like if they fuck up a
Yeah.
ledge dash, your down tilt won't matter because they're gonna just kill themselves. They either miss their
Right.
ledge dash or they get a good ledge dash. And
Uh,
down tilt changes neither of them, so there's no reason to ever contest it here.
okay.
Then the pedal just waits out for some strange reason and lets you just run up down tilt, but we'll take it. I hope that down smash will miss input.
Nah, hell no.
What is this down smash meant to do?
Oh wait. Oh no. Yeah, that
Yeah, I
probably
was gonna
was.
say like they're at zero. What is
It.
down smash doing?
Yeah.
Um, okay, I like the run under again. Like this is something that I first learned about when I was like learning much of it is that playing this like Goldilocks range in between here, where you're out of range of Falcon's there in place, and you can also dash under, or you're out of range of Falcon's full drift in aerials with run. You want to try and always play that range because you can get around stuff. This you're just kind of being a bit greedy in corner. And again,
Uh,
it's with like the down tilts with the over aggressive run up down tilts, which
uh,
get like especially against Falcon, they're really risky. Not just like for the stuff I mentioned before, but because jump and
yeah.
stomp are so scary in this matchup that like it's way better to just run up and nair in place. Even if you don't hit pedal, like if you run up to like uh so if you run up to where you were here, just you start the grab, you shield stop in place and you nair in place here, you're safe from CC. If Pedal approaches you, she gets nared and gets a bit of percent on her, and you can slowly whittle her out of CC percent. Or she does something like this, and then you at a net even, except you have center now, and Pedal has to try and get out a corner, which she's really bad at
Mm,
doing.
right.
You really want to keep Falcon in corner as much as you can and try and just take center and then hold it and abuse it against Falcon. If you don't hit anything, it doesn't matter as long as you have center. You can whiff. I don't care if you whiff 5 aerials here, as long as you don't get hit for it. Like you don't lose anything. You still have the better stage positioning, and they still have the harder time trying to escape. So you
Yeah.
get to abuse so much here. And also, like if you're here, look how much you threaten so much of this corner. Up until like here, you threaten all of this with
Mm.
S smash, jab, down tilt, near in place, falling fair, down air, pivot air smash, F tilt, grab, neutral beat, side beat, fucking anything you want, you could do, and you threaten so much into Falcon here.
Yeah.
But then you give Falcon like an easy option by approaching. Didn't we talk about this?
It was like a, it was like
Why is this
uh,
rising?
it's like a not exactly rising
No,
fair. It's
no,
like
no, no. That is delayed by like 0.25 of a second rising fair.
a
That's not rising fair. If you're
0.25.
fairing at any point while you're coming up, that's unacceptable.
Okay, okay, fine.
There's only one case I want you to rising fair against Falcon, and that is to like immediately stuff an aerial that you've like panicked, not been ready for.
Yeah.
But like that's quite niche, and you can just dash around it. That I never want to see rising aerials into CC monsters because you'd get destroyed for it so hard here. All this entire like death you're about to, well, she fucks it up, but like that 80% you took was mostly from that terrible rising fair.
Hmm.
I'm a bit confused by um actually maybe I don't mind this. I'm actually sure because I my initial reaction was like you had like Pedlar was just sitting here not really doing much, and then you just like kind of sit here also not really doing anything. Like why not take center?
Mm.
But I imagine you want to stay in a range where you can react to Falcon's quick aerials.
Can you go back like
Yeah.
a little bit?
Okay, yeah. So, what I think what you're trying to do is you're trying to catch Falcon's aerials with a falling aerial.
Yeah.
Um, do you know all the tools to stuff Falcon aerials?
Forward
There's
air,
there's like four main
nair,
ones.
um,
Fair, nah.
side B if you're feeling really spicy.
Side B is not on a spicy thing. It's actually really good. Like,
Uh, okay.
um, side B's thing you can abuse a lot. It can get CC'd, which makes it sometimes risky, but generally Falcons are pretty bad at CCing it, and you're doing it while they're in the air most times, so it's even more awkward for them to deal with it. The best thing about
Uh,
side B is it can be thrown out any part in dash. So while you're dashing back, you can't throw out a fair or an air to really cover you quickly, whereas you can
right.
throw out a side B backwards
Okay.
to cover.
That
Uh,
makes sense.
yeah, side B I think you should play around with it a lot more because it's really, really good. And if you learn how to use it in someone like Pedlar and get better at using it on CC people, um, it'll be a really useful tool for you. You don't want to
Mm.
like always spam it against CC people because they will just start spamming CC, like start holding down to it. But it's a really good mix up to help stuff out Falcon. And also like I talk about this occasionally. It's like um, do you know what like a player's rhythm is? Do you know what like I mean by a player's rhythm?
Uh, yeah, I don't know. This is the thing where you're like, yeah, you'll just like counter or jab someone just 'cause it makes them go funny.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's because like melee is generally always played in the same sort of like flow. Like, oh, I fair this, you CC this, you do this, and you feel like you're hit by the same stuff, so you know how much lag there is and stuff. So you just get like you get used to the flow of it, and as soon as something's thrown in that is a different timing, it fucks with your entire flow and makes you a bit like uneasy about things and a little less confident and neutral for the next few seconds. And one of the really good tools for that, into someone like Falcon especially, I think, is jab. I
Uh-huh.
think jab can be abused really, really well against jump in this matchup because you can do stuff like jab in place or way dash forward jab into falcons you know that are gonna jump because they get stuck in like really weird lag and they don't CC it either and they get trapped in their movement which lets you get like a free grab or generally just makes neutral easier for the next few bits. So I think jab is also something you can put in a lot. It's quite good defensively and also you can use it aggressively with way dash forward jab as well.
Huh. Okay.
Um, and any uh, um yeah, like this here for example, this is a great jab spot. Out of this, you could have caught them
Uh-huh.
a jab. Instead of the up tilt here,
Right.
which like up tilt is I also another good thing about jab is that it's so fast that it's
Yeah.
like basically it's unreactable pretty much. So they're like not
That's
going to be able to
frame
deal with it.
7. So yeah.
Yeah. Up tilt takes ages to come out, and also is like they're at a percent where even if you get up tilt, they're gonna get it's gonna be really hard to combo off it, or you probably don't even get anything off it at all. Where just like something like jab here, to be honest, even F smash here works. Like sometimes it's like it's one of the cheeky things you can do against Falcon is that if you get good read timings on their jumps, you can just start air smashing them. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I see a Falcon that I know is gonna jump in corner, like within the next few seconds, sometimes I'll run in, way dash and air smash them, just to catch them straight off it.
Okay. You shouldn't give me ideas though.
Yeah, I'm kind of like considering like giving you ideas about air smash, but this is like the one matchup. Well, it's good to like Fox and a few other characters, but running S smash if you get timing reads, super good because they
Yeah.
always get tippered somehow. It always tippers, and I don't know how.
You sort of jump into it, don't you? That's the problem.
Yeah, well they jump into it or they dash back into it. They always do the
Yeah.
thing that gets into tipper.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Put this in big letters so you just hopefully don't start just spamming it. But
Was
yeah,
that an unfair moment? I don't
yeah, yeah.
know.
I was gonna say like, um,
It's so hard to. I
that
feel like
is really annoying
she
though.
was so close to hitting the stage. I don't know if there's really any way to tell what was actually going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to be honest, I think it was fine to go for the down tilt. Like,
Yeah.
that is way too hard
But
to tell, and they could have
also,
slid off here.
also, although like I look at the percent, I'm like, I feel like I might as well go for it, just because if I'm right, it's like really good.
Say that again, sorry. Like,
Like
say
looking
that
at like the percents, I'd say like just go for it,
the run off
because
fair.
yeah,
Uh,
because like if you're wrong, whatever. If you're right, maybe
yeah,
that's where you can start a comeback from. I don't know.
mm, I get that mode thinking, but I think if you're gonna do it, you do that on more certain things. This they could have slid off, or they could have gone off here. They should have slid off here. I don't know
Uh-huh.
why they missed it, but like you should not commit. You shouldn't have committed the on a run off here. That's the right thing to do. If you were closer on the throw, then absolutely
Uh-huh.
commit for it. But that exact spacing was
Okay.
super weird.
Right. Right.
See, look, okay, you probably should have gotten grabbed for it because the spacing, but like you didn't get punished for falling fair, but you got punished for the
Yeah.
rising.
I got punished for dashing back. Oh no, I got
No,
punished
you got
for
punished for dashing
getting it
back
back.
in.
Oh yeah, yeah,
This
I
is
did.
what we talked about before, where you could just like hold center here, but
Uh-huh.
instead you go
Okay.
in. Oh
Ugh.
no.
I think I misinputted a full hop and panicked a bit.
This for some reason I get the. Oh no, I thought it meant. Yeah. Just panicked a bit here.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
You just have. That's just you kind of messing up. You just have to fast forward here and fast forward to get the up B early. You also could have been really cheeky and just backhead them, double jump backhead them and killed them straight off here, and then you
Yeah,
would have been free to up B back. But you should have done a fast forward at least. Um, but also this game I think was kind of lost.
yeah.
So but to be honest, it's like you're getting punished if somewhat, but like it's not that bad.
It wasn't as bad as last time because last time I just kept holding in and getting lead like off one grab at like 20.
That's fine.
Yeah, Streamberg. It
Yeah,
stopped.
I'm trying to. Why is it not showing up?
It showed up and then it stopped showing up.
Yeah, I turn off. I'll just do my screen. Yeah, you can see everything. Um, the main like thing like that would have made that game a lot easier for you is if you just like basically if you got more setups to punish, which is just like getting
Uh-huh.
more grabs and stuff. You were trying to grab a decent amount. They weren't JC grabs, which I can't remember if I told you to work on last time or not. But you do need to work on
You
making
did.
sure you get the JC grabs.
I'm
Like
sure there's only one dash grab there, I'm sure.
no, there was a lot of them.
Uh,
Just me.
uh,
I know I can see them because I just until like last December I only dash grabbed, so
ew, what the
I can see
hell?
them.
Okay.
But like, it just like the JC grab, although it's like oh I can't be asked putting this in. It makes
I
tech
do.
things so much easier.
Oh no,
You do a bit.
don't get me wrong. I input it every time. I just misinput it
Uh,
frequently.
yeah.
If you look at the input, just if I got the replays which are uploaded now, you'd see I'm pressing jump. I'm just timing it wrong.
Oh fuck. Okay, you need to just work on that a bit then. I think like
Yeah.
doing daily like little warm up drills and like practice routines like of doing like oh dash dance this much way dash dance JC grab stuff like that is really good to just help like get your movement
Hmm.
overall more consistent. But if you
Yeah.
got more grabs, I think you would have converted off them a bit better and it would have made it a lot more even. But like the neutral wasn't played too bad. It's just generally like
Yeah.
this matchup I think is stupidly punish like oriented. And
Uh-huh.
Falcon has the far easier end of the punish.
Uh-huh.
Mouth
Yeah.
has to work a lot harder for it, but he can also punish about as hard back. So he has to hit the punish in order to make the matchup even, which is
Hmm.
really annoying. But
Yeah.
it can also make Falcons easy sometimes because sometimes you can just punish the shit out of them and they can't do anything. But sometimes you just get fucked.
Yeah. What happened? Why didn't I up B? I meant to up B. I don't know what.
It's so, it's so sad. You just did don't jump right there. You just give up. You've given up on this set. Like
No,
like I
this is more even than the last
I
games.
don't yeah, it's more even because the game's like only 10 seconds in. What do you mean?
That,
Your body position, everything that I'm seeing is telling me that you don't want to be in this game right now.
oh no, yeah. In the moment, I was like kind of okay, and then fucking Pedlar like homie stuck. I was like, for fuck's sake.
Nah, you take that shit to the bank.
I know you take it, but I'm just like, stop homie stalking me.
But then
Oh,
think about it from this way. If you then run off the homie stock and then win game three, how stupid they're gonna feel when you win
no,
that.
I mean, yeah, but it's just,
Like
it's,
the win doesn't
it's
probably
just,
doesn't feel as good, but also like then you also show yourself that if you just don't count the homie talk, you can at least somewhat win. Like you gotta take every chance you can get and use it as like extra information because although you might win game two technically because of the homie stock, if you win game three, you win that all on your own. So you can it
Probably.
gives you a bit of confidence if you look at it the right way.
Yeah,
But
I
you just
mean.
gotta take that just the bank. It's
Oh yeah, no, I remember what was going through my head in this moment was I hate that you homie stock me. I'm gonna spam F smash for a stock. I remember thinking that, and it kind of worked for a bit. I was
I
like, okay, now, and then I was like, okay, now I'm gonna play the game.
this is like the worst part about this is that well
It
they're
doesn't make sense. I know it's so dumb, but
no like it makes sense. Like
uh,
there's some egregious air smashes which like they should never work or you should get punished for, but to be honest, a decent amount of them they're not that bad. Like
yeah,
this is what I was saying about S Smashers being really fucking stupid into Falcon sometimes. Like let's
yeah.
can I go back further? Catch some this I have
Watch,
absolutely no idea how you got away with this. That is oh how that knocked down I have no idea.
I
I
don't
felt
know.
Pedal must not have been CCing or something. That was a stupid one. That's a fight. Well, actually no, you should have been. You should have probably been caught by CC there, but I think Pedal jumped, so you didn't get caught by it. But like, best that with actually in a smash is like that's fine to do, but just not ideally at the percentage you were at, and not with what Pedal was doing. But you got away with it. That's stupid. This okay, like at this point you've got to be like, well, after you get like this one, you should be like, even though you're not thinking at the moment and you were just like pissed off, you just be like, okay, their smash is the start, just working less now. I need to like change it. I need to go back to the normal plan because you get stumped for it and you do get slightly punished. You do get, oh, actually no, yeah, you take quite a bit of damage for it. Good wait. Uh, what?
I don't know how that tippered. That
I
looks
didn't
weird,
tip her.
but
Oh,
I was
no.
okay.
There's a.
I guess
I think you hit.
I don't really know how the hitboxes on that move work.
They're very janky. You have Tipper, you have the inside hitbox, which like knocks them back like this way. I think you hit the mid hit, but normally that's
Yeah,
just in this way as well. So I have absolutely no idea what you hit. Um,
yeah. I don't know.
but why are you down smashing?
I don't know. I just felt like it.
Like I don't mind down smash as a move, but
What
50%.
did I did?
Actually, no,
Did I
50%
down
is not.
tilt into it? Did I down tilt
No,
into it?
you just you up air
Up
into
there?
from it.
Okay. Honestly, I don't think I've ever hit that before. I'm not gonna lie.
Uh, uh, Actually, I don't know if I don't think you get TCD. Okay, maybe it's not as bad as well, but it's still like a stupid as fuck option.
I think it's a baller combo.
I don't know how that did. Oh no, wait. This is Swish talking about this recently, or a while back, as been the heat. Especially Falcon on platform is actually a lot harder than most characters.
Is it Z-axis? Funny
No, it's
Z-axis
his
things?
back
Oh,
foot specifically. I will see if I can find a GIF real quick. Uh, Swish.
I know in Falco there's funny things where there's like a dead zone in the middle between his feet, but only when he's facing in a certain direction because of Z-axis.
Um, uh,
Ah, good luck.
Fuck. Why Swish isn't in the server anymore? It's gonna make things awkward.
Let's see if I can just open up Uncle Punch and have a look at the hitbox.
Oh, here it is.
Ah,
Can
you beat me to it.
you see it? Look at Falcon's feet.
So what you're saying is they're the perfect height to whiff.
Uh, no, you can still hit it. However, Falcon fucking floats. His hitbox floats
Uh,
above, so it means that like it's hard. You have to. the range to hit the tipper is a lot tighter because you don't um not everything that goes through platform will hit Captain Falcon's foot. So it's like the start and the end of it won't hit. So it's just like the tight middle bit like here that will hit, which makes it really fucking annoying to like S Smash Falcons that upbeat onto platform and stuff. That's why you
Uh,
were there. But I'm surprised my pedal just completely fucked up there. But that how the fuck you're getting away with so much here? I don't know how. I can't tell if that nail was really well timed or pedal just sucks. That was it's insane down smash, but alright. We go down tilt. Nice back here. I hate how well that worked. And how like I'm not that bothered by it.
um, what I did or what Pedro did?
What you did. The options are working and they weren't like some of them were fucking awful, but generally okay. As I'm saying that you're making my opinion lower. But
Uh,
if I do, how did you get that hit again? What the fuck? I've never. Oh,
uh,
I,
Roll, I don't know what that roll was. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
don't mind the raw too much as I like it makes some option, but the shield after was
I
kind of
don't know.
strange.
Pela was standing at that perfect distance to grab
Yeah.
it. I don't know. If Pela was closer, I'd kind of get it or further,
How did
but
you not get grabbed there? What the fuck? Oh, because it was lower. Um,
the hitbox. That's what I said.
yeah,
Like
cause Falcon ended
after
up lower.
frame three, like it's such a negative disjoint on it. Like his arm, his entire arm, you can hit.
Yeah, I thought I didn't realize that that Falcon ended up lower, so he had to take longer to up B.
Uh,
What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I can't remember. It's not yeah again. But this is the S Smash
that
again.
should have been a double down tilt, I'm guessing.
I don't mind. I don't mind the S. Well, I double down tilt would be better, but like the S Smash has worked. I'm not gonna complain. This S
I'd
Smash, that's a good S Smash. That's the
I'd
exact like S Smash I was on about.
because of the height that Falcon is at, or like why?
Not no, not by ledge. This one,
Oh
because
right.
Falcon
Oh.
loves to jump in this spot. When you run a Falcon here,
Oh,
like
okay.
if Pedalot isn't stomping here, they're dashing you in there here. Like
Uh,
so many Falcons just jump at these very similar timings that you can just hard call out with S smash.
okay.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, I'm surprised you just didn't S smash this. Well, that's S smash material right there.
Yeah, okay.
Please stop using down smash. Uh,
I think I got that down tilt got jumped over.
oh, that's unlucky. This game wasn't that bad. It was very stupid, but like it was going a
Well,
lot better because you were just catching more stuff on callouts. This is an interesting decision um, to make against Falcon. That you have three options off this grab here.
uh-huh.
You have the up throw, up tilt, platform tech chase. You have the F throw, grounded tech chase, and you have the down throw 50-50.
Down throw, I'm guessing run off fair or like stay on stage and down tilt. Is that
Um,
a 50-50?
yes, kind of. Um, Falcon can do kind of three options out of it. But two kind of get put into one. So Falcon
Mhm.
can immediately double jump on the aerial, which you have to either way dash back air smash, counter, or maybe CC down tilt or something. Um, or maybe turn
Uh-huh.
maybe like there in place or whatever, but generally just air smash or counter. Um, if you read that option, if they go drop low, you can do falling fair. They can also do like diagonally away and then jump back and up B. But if you do the drop fair, you up B to ledge, and then you can from ledge drop down, jump, and up at the platform where they're gonna land, and then you get them in a juggle or basically this position again. Um, which is like fine. I would have said to maybe test the down throw, but the why I would have maybe not suggested it is that I don't think he would have been ready for the double jump aerial. Pedal has a habit of double jump aerialing, and it's really annoying. You have to commit to going for one in 50-50 and just accept if you lose it. But the
Hmm.
reward if you do get it is the Falcon just dies.
Right. Okay.
So I
Yeah.
don't mind the up throw here, but I think you can mix in down throw here, and you can get a lot for it. Again, like the running down tilts get caught by stuff like this so much. Whereas if you just run in here, I do the shield stop nair, a jump falling fair, or just way dash down
Yeah.
jab or whatever. Like
Yeah.
even running side B. Like there's so much you can do
Uh,
here to just stuff Falcon's jump,
yeah.
where you can either just take space safely or just react to Falcon jumping in. But generally,
Yeah.
like
Put the
it wasn't that
down
bad.
put the down throw thing on there.
Yeah, I'll
It's
put
kind
it
of
down.
like spaces, but with a weird up B high thingy. Mm. I mean, the right thing to do with that down throw is just to default to wave dash back F smash. Because if they get on the ledges, whatever, and if they want to go
Yeah,
to the
you
ledge
can
well, then you
kind of do
can
that.
pull that out.
The
Yeah.
only risky part about it is that if Falcon gets ledge, well, if you down throw further into stage, Falcon can slide off and just grab ledge. It,
Uh-huh.
but if you do the down throw by ledge and they have to up B back on, they still get ledge, which although you think is great, you have to deal with Falcon with Galint and ledge dashes, which are really fucking annoying to deal with. So, but if you're fine dealing with ledge dash and stuff, then absolutely you can just keep doing the with dash in S smash. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, just like the first time, just to see what they go for. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I think it's you can also like an even safer thing to do would be like way dash back do nothing or way dash center do nothing because then
Uh-huh.
you can react to a lot of things. But if you want, you can just do the S smash. Falcon
Hmm.
can uh double jump. Uh, back on. Counter. You can also do like run back, dash in bear,
Ash in bear.
like dash a center, jump bear, maybe. But I think I just keep it simple and just keep it to S smash and counter.
Yeah.
Um, maybe there's something you can maybe do, which may be a bit safer, but I just keep it like this.
Are you going to bring the heat?
I'm not sure. Most likely not, but there's a chance I might.
Uh-huh.
Fast forward B, run off fair. Um, stage. Um, Number them so I can make this easier.
Hmm.
Um, uh,
Uh,
in, closer to center. Be careful of slide off when dethrowing closer to center. Um, Staying in mid range. You kind of already have it down, but I think it's really good to have. The
yeah.
between falcon aerial in place and dash in aerial.
Hmm.
And also that just holding center is busted. Falcon can struggle. Corner and Marth can threaten a lot. Corner from center. I think that's everything Falcon. Let me try and don't actually this.
Hmm.
Why is he doing a Marth? Oh,
Oh, I'll tell you what, Venzo does that shit on me when I play with Venzo. Okay. Yeah, that first clip you went like so far, I was like, how did this work? Mm, uh, uh, yeah, I mean, we've been here for an hour. I would kinda, I do kinda, I mean, it's not super urgent, but I'd like to, so, uh, yeah, I mean, I'm free most of the week, maybe not on the 30th. I don't know. On the 30th is apparently when they think.